Tea Tox. Mine is so stiff. Tea Tox. Tea Tox. Welcome back to Tea and Tox, guys. I'm Bianca, your aesthetic practitioner. And today we have the lovely Meg for Derma Queen Aesthetics joining us today. So happy to have you here.
Thank you.
I've been really excited about this one.
Okay.
So I want to know more about you. I want to know who you are and what you do.
Okay, so I am Meg, Derma Queen Aesthetics. I work in Willenhall and in Shrewsbury. I've been qualified for 7 years now, and I do all things aesthetics, fillers, Botox. Just started doing these Korean facials and more advanced facials like microneedling. And soon I'm doing a lip blush course.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, which I'm excited about.
Love lip blush. I did one yesterday. I really enjoy.
I
really enjoy them. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you're just going to quickly answer them, if that's okay. Okay, Meg. First question: what's your biggest client ick?
Biggest client ick is the ones that message you 1,000 questions and then never ever book in, or even worse, when you message them like, oh look, do you want to book? And they'll be like, oh, I've went elsewhere now. And it's like, what did you waste my time like that, please?
So much time and effort it goes into messages. I know, and you're like, I've got a real good sell here, and then they just
I'm really giving it the hot
sales pitch is going. Next question: your go-to treatment for instant refresh?
Skin boosters or cheek filler. I feel like cheek filler looks good on like 90% of people, and will always do good if it's just a little lift, or maybe it's just a little bit more fullness, or maybe you just want to be more contoured. I feel like it's so versatile and looks good on basically everybody. Yeah, because the hyaluronic acid is bringing hydration to your skin, and a lot of the times you don't realize that. It's the same with when you get your lips done. If your lips are really dry and wrinkly, if you actually get lip filler done, it makes them more hydrated and lovely. So so that's a really good thing. What's one myth about injectors that drives you mad? Probably the non-medic versus medic argument. That really drives me mad, because I think it should be good practice versus bad practice. Yeah, of course. It's not about it's skill set. 100%. Yeah. Because there's so many people who are the trouble is just because they're a nurse. I'm sorry, but has anyone been to hospital lately and been looked after by a nurse? Most of the time you're not looked after very well to start. So to say that they're a nurse does not mean a lot in my eyes. I don't feel like you know more about anything than me, because how do you know? I haven't spent a lot of my time educating myself in the field we're talking about. They just kind of know a general range, and also is having that artistic flair is what you need in aesthetics. And people forget that and just think anybody can do it, but it really is to do with you need that eye to be able to see. 100%. I agree. Oh, I love your nails. Oh, thank you. They're so cute. Season. Spooky. Get a close up on the spooky season. Shout out to Sham's Beauty. Love that. Okay, how much were they? 25. What? Yeah, she's so good. Is that your real nails? Yeah, by Ab. Oh, love it. Yeah, that's so good. I literally drive all the way back to where I used to live to come get them done. Love it. She's like my ride or down nail tech. I love that. Okay, so let's get to the juicy bit where we talk real Reddit stories of the aesthetic world. I need it'd just be really cute with like Tea and Tox written on the back. Yes, cards. Would. And you can just stick it on. We've got that's what I thought. So I could just print it off, because this is like my tattoo printer. So it's like, I don't know, it's like heat printer. So this paper is like heat paper, but I've got a tattoo. The printer is for my tattoo to do the stencils. Okay. I did think the paper looked very shiny. Yeah. Maybe it's some bougie. Yeah. Oh yes. No. It's heat. It's the heat one. It's heat printer. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like a thermal one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. That's what I was looking for. Okay. DIY disasters. I watched a TikTok and thought I could dissolve my filler myself with hyaluronidase I bought online. It burnt instantly. Within 24 hours, my top lip was completely gone. What? Okay, first question. Where did you buy this from? Yeah. Well, it's like the inner tox. You can just find it on TikTok shop. What? Yeah. You can get it on TikTok? Yeah. No, I know. But like, what are they mixing it with? Like, I've got so many unanswered questions. Yeah. Why would you buy anything that you're going to inject into your body from TikTok? Because the DIYers have gone mad.
I get it to a certain point when like I'm watching them myself and they're like, oh, you know, instead of going and getting my hair done, I'm doing this and I'm doing this treatment on myself, and you can do those sort of things, and you're like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Like, I wouldn't bleach my own hair because I've been there, done that, tried that myself, and it doesn't work. And just go to the hairdresser; it's worth it. But you know, there's like some things you could save on, and other things that you really shouldn't save on. And what for one of them is your face.
Yeah.
And what you're putting in.
And what you're putting in your face. Yes.
Because like we wouldn't. Yeah, we wouldn't buy that off TikTok shop and inject ourselves with it, and we know what we're doing with it.
Yes.
So the fact that we wouldn't even do that ourselves, is enough to tell you that it's not approved, it's not okay, it's not like you should not be doing that at all.
And when you're putting stuff into, like injecting stuff into your body, what happens if you have an allergic reaction?
Well, this is the thing.
You don't know what's in there.
So hyaluronidase, you should do the test first. So she should have done a patch test first to see if she was allergic. But then she's saying it burnt, and I don't know. That's not a great sign by the sound of it. So yeah, the level of confidence that DIYers have is unreal. The lie on the consultation.
I've had this before.
Oh, okay, go on.
Well, I had a client. She's absolutely lovely, I just want to say. And
no names.
Disclaimer, no names. She's really lovely. But I gave her form and she lied about her name, basically made up everything on the form. And then, obviously, when she booked another appointment, she then trusted me to give me her full information. And I was searching for her and I was like, you're not coming up? Like, why are you not coming up? And she was like, oh, like, yeah, I think I just like lied about everything on the consultation form last time. And I was like, why would you do that? She went, I just didn't want you to have my information.
That is so bizarre. Like, what if something went wrong?
I said, like, are you like under witness protection or something? Why can I not have your name? All I need is just your details for the pharmacy in case something goes wrong.
Yeah,
absolutely. Even to the point where she was like, oh, like, why do you want to take pictures of me? Like, all these things. And in the end, I just had to be quite firm with her. And I was like, look, the fact that no one has done this for you before is a red flag. Not that I am doing it now. That is not the red flag. The red flag is nobody else has questioned you, gave you a form to sign, even took before and after pictures. That is the red flag.
Of course.
Not me wanting to do these
things. Because obviously you need your photos taken for insurances to protect us as well.
And to protect them.
And to protect them.
If they want to take us to court,
of course you need that evidence.
You need evidence. So it's not like just for our backs, it's also for theirs
of course.
As well.
That's absolutely wild. I just qualified and had my first lip client. I was shaking so much that halfway through I dropped the syringe. I panicked and I picked it up and carried on.
Okay. This is why it's so important for people to understand the actual risk of things what they're doing. I feel like when people do a fast track, they think that fast track is just to get them to be able to do filler. No, the fast track is to teach you about like hygiene, sanitization, handling sharps. For example, microneedling. You might think, what's that got to do with us, like derma fillers and things? But it's teaching you working in a sterile environment. Microneedling, it's teaching you how to pierce the skin and keep it safe. Dropping the needle and pick it back up again. Is not ideal scenario.
Not at all.
In any case, you wouldn't even like drop a piece of chicken on the floor and pick it up and eat it. So why would you drop a syringe, pick it up and carry on filling?
Absolutely wild. But what it makes me think of is one time, like in the beginning,
in Bianca.
In Bianca, I had to shut the food on my ass. I didn't put the needle on properly, and I was in the lip, and I was like shaking, and I was like really nervous and everything. Anyway, as it is, and I squeezed it, and all the filler just flopped all over their face. And I've had to like wipe it out and pretend I didn't do it. I've done it twice. The first time I was like, if it happens, she's like, oh, sorry about that. You're like, don't. But I was like. I could have died. I wanted the world to swallow me up. I was like, this is not okay. But there we go. We live and we learn. But no, don't drop things. I don't drop things. Not on the floor. I showed my injector a filter selfie and said, I want my face to look exactly like that. She said, you mean the version of you that doesn't exist? And I cried.
Okay. I don't know how many people need to hear this, but
the injector needs a pay rise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the reality.
You're never going to look like the filter because the filter is not you. It is a cartoon, exactly. Yeah. And that's why, I mean, I'm a massive hypocrite because this morning I did use a filter on my stories. But whenever I do stories or take pictures for work, I try my utmost to not filter them.
Yeah, but filters like the change of slight colorations or stuff like that, or
bone
slight
structure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. If my face could look like how my face looked on the filter on Instagram,
no, you're beautiful. There's so many women out there who would absolutely die to look like you. Honestly, you're beautiful. Girl. You literally are a walking filter. This woman needs no nothing in real life. She looks even better in real life. Can you believe that? Yeah. Yeah. I can because I've seen her. Yeah, no, honestly, you don't. And I'm not just saying you don't need it. And a lot of the time, I always find the most prettiest women in real life are the ones who use the filters the most, and it really upsets me because I'm like, oh, that gives no one else a chance, because you look absolutely beautiful in real life, and there's so many women that I deal with on a daily basis that talk about these women, about how beautiful they are,
and how that is not the person
insecure they are, because they, because they can really show up in the world as they are, and everyone would think they're beautiful, but because of the filter culture, it's just made everyone so insecure and feel like they have to have this symmetrical, perfect face, and
when
it's
the reality is no one actually looks like that,
and you're beautiful the way you are, because all your differences are what makes you you.
100%. And that's why when I work, if you ever look at my page, you will not see the same set of lips, you will not see the same rinse and repeat of anything. Everything
no cookie cutters.
Is individual to that person, because that's what makes you. It's those differences that the beauties and the differences, it's not in making everyone the same. And I feel like you've probably noticed as well, when you go out, all the girls are like the same version of the next person, and that is crazy to me. I like to look different. I've been probably talking about my hair and whatever else. Don't be wrong, we all want to.
I love a red head, by the way. I love
it's fresh as of yesterday.
It looks
very
beautiful.
Fresh.
Love it.
But I like to be a little bit different. I like to stand out a little bit, and that's
I don't know about that.
I get my confidence.
Of course.
Whereas I felt like if I was to just blend in and look the same, I don't know, I would feel like a bit of a shape. Almost like I compare myself more, because I'm trying to look like someone else, rather than just trying to be like me.
Authentically you.
Work doing aesthetics has really, really drilled that into me, because especially when I started doing fat dissolving, the amount of especially mums that would come in and be like, oh, I've got like a pouch here, I want to dissolve it, blah blah blah. And I remember this one woman, she really, really stood out to me, because I felt like I really had to give her a bit of a wake up call. And I said to her, I was like, the pictures that you are showing me, I don't have any clients that look like that.
No.
The clients that I have all look like you, and you are normal, and there is literally nothing wrong with you. Like, you are normal. That is what you're trying to achieve, is not natural. Like, it doesn't exist within the human realm,
any world. This is the thing,
real,
because we day in day out see women at a really close level. You see every imperfection, every everything. Everyone's got a mustache unless you have it dermaplaned off. Everyone's got nose hairs, everyone's got pores, everyone's got scars, and everyone's got a problem. There's loads of different things, and we all have, we're all fighting our own little battles of all the little things and elements that we have, but we all are. That's the nicest thing, right, is to get your client to stop looking at themselves like this and just look at themselves as a whole in the big picture.
A Monet. Do you know what a Monet is?
No.
So Monet is an artist.
Okay.
But when you look at his artwork from like far away, it looks like a beautiful scene. And then, have you ever watched Clueless?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's from Clueless.
Okay, so I need to refresh. Okay, I'll refresh it.
So it's like, when you look from far away, it looks like a beautiful scene. Yeah. It looks like a lovely bridge on a lovely river, and you think, wow, that's so lovely. But when you get close up, you can't tell what it is, because it's just one big blurry mess. So that's kind of like what people need to do.
That's exactly what they need to do.
Pinpointing and
I get clients who are like, can you see this little wrinkle here? And I'm like, like I can see it, but who cares? Like, okay. The trouble is fine. that route of perfection is a nightmare, right? Because you fix one thing of someone, then you
thing.
find another thing. And I say to them, this is a losing battle. You'll always find, because there'll always be something else. And every day you're getting older, and every day the gravity is taking hold.
The world is still spinning, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, and we can try our best to help you as much as you like on journeys and everything. This has been everywhere on my feed. What is Korean Botox facial, and how is it different from traditional Botox?
So, Korean Botox facial is not the Korean Botox that you're buying off TikTok shop.
Yes, okay.
Just want to make that aware.
Yeah,
absolutely not. It's a microneedling or mesotherapy serum that's formulated with, rather than botulinum toxin, which is prescription only, it's botulinum toxin, which is not prescription, but has basically the same effects.
Amazing.
So we're not microneedling or injecting it that deep where it's going to cause muscle relaxation, which is what your regular Botox does. But if you've had Botox, you will know your skin afterwards is so glowy, so fresh. There's not a pore in sight on your forehead. It's just like
the Botox glow.
Skin.
Yeah.
And that is basically what we would do, but to the whole of your face. So we microneedle it into the dermis. And afterwards, you'll be a bit red afterwards. Feels a little bit like sunburn. I don't know if you had microneedling.
Yeah, tight.
Yeah. Feels like that. But then after a couple of days, you have that Botox glow.
Wow.
Or like everyone's obsessed with the Korean glass skin, all that kind of stuff. It's like that.
Wow.
But like all over your face. Whereas obviously Botox is just
of course.
Forehead. Yeah.
So you can obviously do your neck and everything then.
Everywhere.
Hands.
And you're like glowy, fresh. I literally put a post up and it's all I've been doing since I put that post on Instagram.
Wow.
Everyone is obsessed with it.
Into it. Yeah. Love that. So let me just say, it says, love that, it actually says. It's like Botox chilly young sister who does skincare. Chill.
I suppose you do have to keep it in the fridge.
Yeah, but it didn't say chilly, it said chill. Just me being silly. Right, pretty much it's important DIYers doing copy random TikToks. It still needs proper technique and sterilized handling. Oh yeah, so like, have you seen the DIYers doing like microneedling and stuff on themselves?
No, I have not seen the microneedling. I've only seen one lady do her own Botox on TikTok.
And she was not an aesthetic practitioner?
No, just regular like person.
Can you just double check to me, because I'm blind, that is recording?
Yeah, that's recording.
Okay, cool. I just can't, I'm like, I had like the fear of God then. I was like, oh my God. Okay, cool. You've only watched one person do Botox? Yeah,
I've only seen one person and I was just like, what is this? No gloves, no like, literally in her kitchen, just phone propped up, and she was doing it in the, you know, when you record yourself in the phone, that's how she was doing it on TikTok.
Wow.
And she was like talking through, telling people how to do it. And I literally was thinking, like, should we really be encouraging, like, if that's your decision and you want to do that on yourself, fine, like, you do you. But should we really actively be encouraging people to inject a neurotoxin themselves into their face? Like, I don't think that's good.
No.
But I haven't seen the microneedling one.
Yeah, so microneedling one, it's like she does all the proper steps. It's like everything is fine. There's nothing particularly wrong that I would say, you know, she's not doing anything drastically wrong. But oh my goodness, that's terrible.
And I feel like it's the lesser of
all of them.
All the things that you could do. Maybe I'll probably say it's a lesser, because I'll say chemical peels, you could still literally melt your face.
Yeah, they can be severe. My mum, I can remember when I was younger, my mum actually used to do her own lip filler.
Did she?
Yeah. She tattooed her own eyeliner on as well. She's a wild woman. She's just like,
who is your mum?
No, you don't. I think you're like, I think I know it. No. Yeah, she's one of those wild. She was the original DIYer.
Was she?
She's the OG. She started it. I'm like, even now, like, that's wild. So I went down and did her lips the other day for her birthday, and I had some left over, and she's like, "Oh, leave that here, leave a needle as well." And I'm like, "Oh, mum."
My mum's always like, because obviously I don't charge my mum.
Yeah.
She's always like, "Oh, will you do this with me? Will you do this to me? Will you do this to me?" And I'm like, "Mum, like, you don't need all these things." Yeah. Remember the once she was like, "Can you book me in for a 5 ml dermal filler package?" And I was thinking, girl, where are you putting this 5 ml?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but you need to be more specific about where you want this 5 ml to go.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, I don't know, just like do this. I was like, "Mom, like, you don't need any of that. Like, let's do your lips, let's do a skin booster, let me do your Botox. You'll be good. You do not need 5 ml of filler. But I think when people see it on like your page, like some clients do need 5 ml of filler. I think she'd just seen it before and after and was like, oh, I need that.
That's a hard one. I always come, I think like nearly every other day, people ask me, oh, can I get away with 2 or 3 mil? And I'm always like, well, I don't know until one, we're kind of there, and two, I actually see you, you know, because even when you're there, you can put, this is what I say, like you might have one side that just needs a little bit more than the other side, and your face is not the same as the next person's face, and you might need to take loads more, or you might need to take a small amount. Like we might have like this, you might have said, oh, I need this massive package, and then we get there and we only use half of it.
I always say to people as well, so when I get people for consultations, I will give them the maximum amount that I think you're going to need. So you're coming in, say if I think max you'll need is 4 mil. You're coming in, you're expecting to spend X amount of money, you're expected to have X amount of product. But if I can do it in less, I will always do it in less for you. I'm not going to
just put it in for the sake of it.
I always aim to do the
there's
smallest
so many
amount.
people who do that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And it's just like, I know, it's just awful. I'm like, it's wild that people just put in for putting it in sake.
Yeah, like I've had clients come to me and say they've had like their, I don't know, like under eyes done, for example, and they're like, oh yeah, like I had a mil under each eye, and I'm like, in what world did you have a mil under each eye? Like a mil for both eyes, yes. Or say they're having a tip lift and they're like, oh yeah, like last time, like she used the full mil in my tip. There is no way, no way she used the full mil in your tip. Your tip would
She's lying.
literally
fall off
if you did that. Like, don't get me wrong, you still have to pay for the whole syringe. I'm not saying that, but don't lie to people and say like, oh yeah, you've had the full syringe. Like, like no, explain that it's one syringe per person. Even if they want multiple areas doing, say you want your lips and then your jaw, they're 2 different fillers, so you're going to have to pay for those.
That's another misconception I think a lot of people have, is they're like, oh, so can you do half a mil in my lips and then the other half in my chin? It's like, no, because we're literally using different fillers, so we're not able to move that from one part to another. You know, like maybe some bits, but not like any smile lines maybe, but most of the time it is completely different fillers. And I just say, no, that's one from contour.
You don't want rock lips and you don't want soft cheeks. Like,
everything
has its own designated area.
And also like, you know, they're not, it's not expensive in the realm of expensive things. Even to have all the mils, because you don't need like a 14 mil package. Who's needing that? I've never done that.
I've never done it.
I've known people who've had 14 mil packages.
What?
And I'm like
in their bum or in their face,
and I'm like looking at them thinking, can I dissolve your whole face then? Because like, what is under there? Because if it swells,
I'm concerned for that.
Yes, because it can swell up to double the amount, if not more, right? So how much of their face is really under there? And I really want to dissolve
and actually see what they look like.
And start again. But like, how do you tell someone, I want to dissolve your whole face?
Sometimes I'll just be like, look, I think this filler is not working for you. I think best case scenario, we dissolve, we start again. And a lot of the time, when you ask someone how long they've had their filler for, they'll be like, oh yeah, I had it done like 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
And at that point, I'm like, okay, well, if it's 5 years ago, get rid. Because people don't realise how long filler actually just not the visible effects, but stays within the area. So like sometimes you do need to just dissolve and start again, and sometimes you forget what you look like.
I did. I was it was a few years ago, and I even my partner thought I looked like that, because that's all he's ever known. So like, and because my mum had it too, because she obviously had filler years ago, we all had that Homer Simpson lip, but he literally just thought that's the way we look like, because we've had it for so long. But I still had a defined lip on over the top of it, but just so used to it, and I just kept going back every couple of years and having a mil put in. Didn't think anything of it. And I find only in the last like 5 years is it like really a thing to dissolve and redo. I think it's more of a newer thing, in the sense of like it's more acceptable to do it, because people were just too scared.
And I think as well it's more common knowledge now, whereas I suppose dermal fillers, although they have been about for a while, they've only really been popular the past say 10 years maybe. So more research is being done. So I watched a really interesting video on YouTube, and they were putting people through MRI scanners that had dermal fillers, The longest filler they found, or oldest filler they found, was 12 years.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that like her lips looked bad or anything, that she didn't look bad. She looked fine.
Yeah.
But obviously the filler just over time slowly moves.
Yes.
And spreads underneath the skin, which is why if I have a new filler client, I explain the whole journey with them, and I'll say, once you get to the 3 to 5 year mark, you are probably going to want to dissolve whatever filler you've had and start again fresh.
Yeah.
If it's something you want to maintain and keep up. If you're the type of person that's going to have it done once and then never have it done again, you'll be fine. But if it is a maintenance thing, you will look so much fresher and better for dissolving.
Yeah, every single client that I've dissolved and refilled again, they just look so much. It's like you really have to trust you though. Yeah. You really have to tell them, like, I promise it's a process. It's okay, but the end results always look better. Just new technology, new techniques, just definitely. Everything is so much better now, I just think, than it was before. The same with like permanent makeup, because you said you were going to do a permanent makeup course. You know, like years ago when it first started, I was like one of the first women to go and we had to travel all the way up to Kent when I lived in Bristol, because there was one woman doing it absolutely years ago. And I think we paid for my eyebrows to be done, it was something like 450 quid. It was crazy. Like that's what money back then was wild as well. So we went into unfortunately, you kind of go with the trends, and the trend at the time was round, thin eyebrows. So she went up and over my actual eyebrow area. So I had to shave my eyebrows off to have my eyebrows. And this was tattooed on me, and they used semi-permanent makeup, but at the time nobody realized that it wasn't actually semi-permanent makeup.
Like, it will stay.
And it stayed. It literally stayed. And I had those eyebrows and kind of tweaked them throughout the years until like laser became a big thing. And then I got them laser removed. And then ever since, I just draw them on, because I'm like, I just spent so many years having to try and make do with these eyebrows that I just like, I like to have been non-committal, and one day I like to have round eyebrows and one day I like to have fox eyebrows, and then you know, it's like I can completely change my eyebrows every day, and I just love it. But that was years ago. All the techniques and everything is so different. And the same with your eyebrows. You need to have them, like, if you constantly have the pigmentation put in, it fades, goes like a weird blue or green color. And you can only put so much pigmentation in the skin, so they'll get to a point where you won't be able to absorb any more color, so you have to have them taken off.
I did not know
so so when you get a client and they come in and they've got really great eyebrows, where it's just kind of like over the time they've just had them done loads of times, they need to restart again and then come back in.
If I feel like this is me with the grey eyebrows, this is the issue I'm having.
I
feel like I draw my eyebrows on because I don't like the colour of my eyebrows now. So if I had them lasered, could I have them redone again after that?
Yes. And that's exactly what you want to do. So basically you just need, so however many times you've had them tattooed, you might need to have them lasered to completely get them off. But if you just want to refresh, have them lasered, let it heal, and then you can have a nice colour put back on, and it'll just absorb that colour nicer. So that's something that like a lot of people don't realise and don't do until they're in the thing. But so it's now apparent that that's what we need to do, is get rid and restart again, because you end up with something so much nicer.
I always say it's like with nail extensions or lash extensions, you can't have an infill forever.
No.
Eventually you've got to have a new set put on. Or you've got to have a soak off and a new set. Exactly the same with aesthetic treatments.
It just do you the world of good to do it. And so that's the same with PMU. So I think that's a great thing.
When I first started getting lip filler, I was getting once a month, and then I started getting it twice a month. And I've had so much lip filler done that right now clinics are here in the Midwest. So every time I want to get lip filler, I always have to travel to places like Florida, where they're very accepting of people who look like me, who've gotten a lot of work done. I just want to be a lips for a face. And
there is work done. Could you describe? I need to. What is her end goal for this look?
Well, she's obviously very mentally ill. There's obviously some body dysmorphia there or something.
Oh
It's just crazy that people will actually.
Yeah, if she came into my clinic, I would just be like, girl, no.
Yeah.
No way, Jose. Because I think it gets to a point where it's unethical.
Yes, of course.
And she hasn't got to that place on her own. She's going to clinics.
How is there no complications with that?
Wow. The blood vessels are probably like
Miles away.
Deep in there now with all that bit on top of them. Oh my god.
It's crazy, isn't it? I know, I saw it the other day and I was like, oh, I have to record this. This is wild. That's people like that.
Don't get me wrong. You do you.
Yeah, of course.
If you think you look good, that is the only person that it matters. But there has to be some ethical line that is being crossed.
Where do you stop with, like, at what point do you feel like you could say yes to a client and then say, like, no, you've had too much?
That's my line. That's a no line. I would not do her. But I always try and be quite soft, if that makes sense. So I'm like, okay, why don't this time we just do a lip booster, for example.
Okay.
And then next time we do a dissolve and refill, or I'll be like, okay, this time I think we're going to do max 0.5, but next time you have to do, like, I will not treat you again, and I try and do it that way. But I haven't had anyone come in that I've had to, like, outright refuse before. Where, like, everyone has been kind of in a place where I've been able to go, okay, we'll just do a little bit, or we'll just do a little tweak. Maybe we'll just do Cupid's bow, but next time you have to dissolve.
100%. I think sometimes people just need to be reminded that they do look good. They do look big, because they compare. It depends what their circle looks like. If their circle all have inflated cheeks, chin, lips, everything, they can kind of get lost in the sea and feel like theirs aren't big, but in another circle they would look very big. So sometimes you have to kind of bring people back to reality and compare, like, well, do you think my lips are big? No, I think they're perfect. Okay, so your lips are bigger than mine, so do you really think that you need more in your lips if your lips are bigger than mine? Because you can just get desensitized to the way of these things.
And I think sometimes it's the fix of, when you have X done, whether it's lip filler, skin booster, cheek booster, Botox, you feel good about yourself afterwards. And sometimes it's chasing that hit, I guess.
So it's like a quick fix, isn't it? It's like we all dye our hair when we want to quickly change something about
my sister cut her hair the other day. She come around my house and she was like, anything different about me? And I was looking at her like, to start with, I was like, no, you cut your hair. And then I was
Great
like,
sister.
oh my god, you've cut your hair off. I was like, are you okay? Like, you're not having a mental breakdown? Like, your life is okay right now, isn't it? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, it's just that girls normally cut all their hair off when they're going through trauma.
Something's happening. What's wrong? Oh,
like, what's wrong with you?
So, no, I'm fine. I just got my hair. I love that. Yeah, it usually is. It's a quick fix. It's something we can do. Go and have your hair cut off. Do something like that. Or like you said. And there's so many other things you can do, like the Korean facial. A microneedling, skin boosters. There's so many different other things that people should probably spend more time and energy on, and you can. It's your skin.
It's a holistic approach. 100%.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It definitely is more than just aesthetics. It is a whole. You are their safe space. You're their advisor. You're someone to listen to, and you really do take on all of those things. It's quite good.
Therapist.
Yeah, beauty therapist.
No, I meant like mental therapist.
No, I know, but this is that's why it's called a beauty therapist, right? Because you're doing all the beauty, but you're also a therapist.
Have you ever had any, like, big gossip?
Yeah, it is what it is. So my client came in and she led down and she was like, I'm getting married. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. So excited. I love a wedding, love everything. And she was talking about all this extravagant wedding, everything that they're going to have. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's great. And then she goes off, does her thing. You wait, and then they come back. She let down. So how's the wedding planning going? How's everything going all right? Yeah, well, he's an idiot. We're not friends. We're not talking to him at the moment. He just dropped me off. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I wasn't ready for this. And I was like, okay, what's the problem? Trying to find out more tea. And what's it? Yes. And she said, yeah, no. He thinks I'm talking to my ex. I'm like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he's just jealous. There's nothing in it. Like, I'm not talking to him. I'm like, oh, okay, fair enough. So anyway, off she goes. A few weeks later, she comes back, lays down, and she's like, it gets good. And she lays down. She says, we're not together anymore. I'm like, oh, okay. She said, yeah, I'm pregnant with my ex's baby.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, okay. Wasn't ready for that one. I was like, I can't do anything to you if you're pregnant.
Oh no! Do you know what? It's literally the worst. It's the worst when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see one of my clients is pregnant. I'm like,
yeah, that's not going to ski in ages.
Yeah.
And then you're going to breastfeed.
Oh god, it's so annoying.
It's so good when you get them back though, and they're from everything, and you're like, yes, come on. I did with my sister. Like, I've been waiting a long time for this. Yeah, I love it. I love the postpartum glow up that you get. But how exciting is it because I had one the other day. It was really nice. My client led down and she was like, I don't know why, but I've got this really weird feeling that we're going to go away for my birthday and he's going to propose. I'm like, how do you know? Like, how?
I knew.
Yeah. How?
How did you? Are you married?
No.
I don't know. I feel like no hate to anybody out there.
Yeah.
But when you know your partner that well, how would you not know? Because something would. I pick up on every little fine tune.
I think I can make something up though, and I find a lot of women do, because every time that like me and Lex went go away and everything, my friends would be like, "Oh, he's gonna propose to you," and I'm like, "No, he's not. So why do you do that?"
Yeah, but because everyone said just before, like, "Oh, do you think he'll propose?" Like, say if we're going away, and I've been like, "No." But this time, I don't know what it was.
Gut feeling.
I just
women's
knew.
intuition.
And when I tell you that, I told everybody I was getting engaged. Like everyone, I was like, guess what? I'm going. Hold on, I'm gonna.
She manifested it.
I did manifest it.
Yeah.
I did.
That's the key.
Yeah, I manifested it. And, I don't know. I just.
Did you get your nails done?
Yeah, and all my outfits were white for the whole holiday, and my nails were white tipped with little diamantes on each one. And he actually said to me, like, after he proposed, he's like, "Did you know that like I was going to propose?" And I didn't want to like burst his bubble.
No, of course
not.
And
I was like, "Oh, like no." It's like it's just that I looked at your nails and I thought when we were on the plane, and I thought like they're very engagement. The diamantes. It's like, and you only wore white like the whole. I'm like, no. But I did tell him afterwards. I was like, yeah like I knew. And he's like, how did you know? I was like, I just
don't lie to me, because I know.
yeah. I just knew. I don't know what it was, but I knew. So like, I got engaged in May, and it was like Christmas time that I thought he was going to propose to me.
Love it. Yeah. How did you do it? Come on, I need all the details now.
It was actually very romantic. I'm not gonna lie. We were in Lake Como in Italy.
Love.
And we were on a boat on Lake Como.
Yeah.
And we had like champagne.
That is beautiful.
And really weird though, we didn't tell the boat driver person that we got engaged. So like he was obviously driving the boat. We'd had this like moment behind him. And then I don't know why we didn't tell him, or even like I don't know. So then we just had to pretend the rest of the boat ride that like nothing happened. Just like sat there normal. But I don't know. I don't know why we didn't just be like, I just got engaged. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't do that, but it was very romantic.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. That sounds really nice.
Yeah.
So this back to my client, she led down. No, that's fine. No, of course, I love it. I love a love story. I'm a hopeless romantic. So I love a love story. And so she led down. She's telling me all about it, and she's so lovely. And I just said, but what if he doesn't? Like, don't let it ruin your birthday plans, because you've got this lovely birthday, And she went away, and I just thought, and I was thinking about it every couple of days. I was like, oh, I wonder how it went.
Yeah.
And then her story came up that she got engaged, and I was just like, oh, and I was like, this is genuinely makes me so happy. And then I saw her since, and I was like, oh my God, it's so good. Yeah, I just love it. It's so nice. And it's so nice when you have these clients who come in and they feel a certain way about themselves, because they obviously do, and usually do. Most women do. We're hard to ourselves, aren't we? And then you have these lovely situations, and you get to see people grow and flourish, and it's just really nice. And I just really love that part about it.
Yeah, I like that as well. And I like getting to know people, and sometimes I'm gutted that I only see them.
I know.
It's such a long time period in between appointments. It's not like
that's why I made Girly Club, because I can't wait for the tea. I'm like, come to Girly Club. Are you coming to Girly Club? You need to come.
I will come.
Yeah. So we do a Girly Club once a month. once a month. Did I not tell you about this last time? I'm sure I did.
I feel like yes. I feel like
We
I
spoke
didn't know
so
that it
much,
was called.
so.
I think I just thought you were calling it Girly Club. I didn't realise.
Oh,
It
it's
was
a
called
thing.
Girly
Yeah,
Club.
yeah. It's called Girly Club, and once a month, I get a few clients and like random.
Yeah, she did tell me about this.
Yeah. So and then so a few of them my neighbours, a few of them mums. You know, whoever. I'm like, you know, if you want to come in, you can come. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
So sometimes we do meditation, and sometimes we do just at home painting, whatever. So yeah, so that's Girly Club. For the I can't wait for your tea, and I need to see you more than you paying me to sit down and talk to me.
Yeah. I have clients where I think this is the best friendship ever.
Yes.
Because we get along so well, and I get paid.
Yeah, and they go away feeling great.
You go away, you're like,
yeah. It's a lovely time. It's really nice, and it is a nice experience from both sides for everyone. And I think it's just nice having women, and like I do like I do empathize the fact that I'm like, you've got to literally pay all this money to have a great time with me. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you look good, so you know, I'm looking haggard behind here because I'm here doing you. It reminds me of that reel. Have you seen the one where they're like, so what do you want to have done today? And then she's like, oh, I don't mind, whatever you fancy doing. And then she pushes her over and gets the iPad. So like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I can definitely feel that. Just sit and talk.
I love that though, when you've got that nice relationship with your client.
Yeah.
Especially like I've got clients that I've had for like years and years and years, and I feel like I've literally, our lives have grown together. Not together as in together,
of course.
But like our lives have carried on, and now like they're engaged or they're having kids, and it's crazy because even though my life is continuing and I've got married and whatever,
of course,
I forget that, like, I don't know, because I've known them when they were like 19.
Yeah.
Like one of my clients came to me the other day, she had a baby, and I was literally like, that is where you've been.
Yeah.
Like, I was wondering why I hadn't seen you. And I was like, I forget that, no, she's a grown woman now.
Yeah,
she's not the 20-year-old that came to me like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
She's now like 27, married,
wow.
kids. And you think like, wow, like, yeah.
Yeah,
life is really...
Yes, it happens, doesn't it, outside the clinic?
Yeah, life happens outside the clinic.
It's weird. Yeah. We're like, what?
Oh, derma eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you told me about it.
Yeah, I did.
Don't act like you
don't
know.
Sorry. I always call it derma eye. Is that? But
yeah,
you're
derma
right,
2.0. Yeah, but it's the eye one. So yeah, so this is the new thing that I'm.
Have you had good results so far?
I haven't used it yet.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, would you recommend it for people with dark circles around their eyes?
Puffiness.
Just puffiness.
Dark circles, it will help, but the main thing is puffiness.
Puffy eyes.
Yeah. But you have to commit to a course.
Yes.
It's not a time thing. You have to commit.
Is it 4 to 6?
4 to 6.
Yeah.
I mean, what I always say, £2 for one or £200 for a course of 3.
Yes.
Let's say. If just pay as you come. If you don't need the full 3, that's fine. You've already covered the cost of what you've had. But if you do, I'll minus what you've already paid.
Of course, yeah.
Off the cost of the course.
Yeah.
And do it that way, because the trouble with a lot of these treatments is it's so kind of personable to how you are going to respond that there's very rarely a one size fits all.
It's the same with Lumi eyes and things like that, isn't it? You know, because like, the thing is I have quite a few clients who come in with dark circles, and they always say like, oh, I've gone somewhere else, I've had 1 or 2 treatments of Lumi eyes, it didn't work, didn't see any results. And I'm like, okay, so the minimum is 3. And that's if you don't really have a problem, but you've actually got dark circles and that needs to be addressed. So you might need a few more than the recommended 3.
Or maybe like a slightly stronger product.
Yes.
For example.
Yes. What stronger product would you recommend?
Illumiluna.
Yes, you said that last time. Okay, so we've got skin boosters. This one or this one?
Okay, I would actually say Revotrain.
Okay.
I feel like you get more bang for your buck.
Okay.
So Revotrain, I want to say, is it 40 milligrams of hyaluronic acid?
Oh, don't I?
Are you going to quiz my knowledge?
No, not at all. I'm not trying to put you on the spot here, love. You can literally read all the information.
Damn, it's 20.
Yeah, what is the...
Yeah, so this is 20 milligrams per mil. So 40 milligrams. I was right. So 20 milligrams per mil. So yeah, 40 milligrams because each syringe is 2 mil.
Yes, that's right.
Obviously, you get 3 in a box of this.
Yeah.
You want to get 1 in a box in?
Yep, just 1.
Yeah. So although I feel like this product, a lot of the time I feel like you pay for the packaging.
Yeah.
Like, I personally love this. I feel like
for skin elasticity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this.
Yeah, okay. But this one is good for
like
general skin boosters.
I feel like overall general skin booster, more of an all-rounder, more bang for your buck because it's a slightly cheaper product. You're getting 3 in the box.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's more accessible for clients because it's not quite as expensive as that.
So this or Profiler?
Oh, I'm not a huge fan of Profiler.
Okay, good, because I'm not. That's why I buy this. Good. Okay, this is just 2 different types of filler. Which one do you prefer and why?
I would
probably see what the difference of anything is.
Probably nothing. I bet you they're even made in the same factory.
Probably. I can't see any differences.
I just feel like I prefer Revelax.
Me too.
Yeah. For no other reason than I feel like as an injector, it's better for me. I find it easy to work with.
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, because I trained and that's what I got taught in because everyone always goes with what they're mainly. Yeah. I do a few things of other. I've tried Carax. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I used that for a while. Then I didn't particularly like it, but then I started using this, and I love this. Yeah. It's a really good one. The 2 units, they know because they pay per unit, and the minimum amount usually is around $600. Botox over there, it costs them more money, but they get paid a lot more money for it. Yeah. We don't make a massive markup on Botox. No, not people tell people all the time, like it's really not a great margin on Botox, unfortunately, which is crazy because really there should be, and it is in America.
No way. I was actually looking the other day, so I feel like I going down a bit of a rabbit hole down my own Instagram, and my prices literally haven't increased like probably like 5 years.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because
you've got 5 years experience on top.
Yeah. And cost of living.
Yeah.
Everyone else is getting paid more, like their salary goes up, whatever. But it's literally because the saturation of the market. Yeah. I can't really afford to put my prices up because there's 7 other practitioners on the same road doing it for even less than what I'm doing it currently.
But are they in the same line as you though, like in experience?
Probably not, but I really don't feel like clients care that much about that, if I'm being truthful. Like I feel like some clients will. The clients that you want will. However, I think as long as they're good, they're getting their Botox or they're getting their filler. Some people aren't as bothered.
The trouble is with this part of the industry is what you don't realize is how many clients you need to have recurring clients and be filled.
100%, and this is the issue.
This is so many because if you only come in for Botox, you're coming in every 3 months. So for 3 months, I need someone else to fill the space. Yeah. If you're coming in for filler, you're only coming in every 12 months, say. Let's just say example. And then so these people, then you're not seeing them for X amount of time. So that's why then you need the facials, and then they come in every couple of weeks and stuff like that. But then that's just one person. You need that to kind of window man. You need X amount. I can't remember the amount, but I was looking not long ago to actually have a full working salon day
I try and
to day.
explain this to all my students. I'm like, it's not nails. You haven't got to find 3 to 4 weeks worth of clients. You've got to find 6 to 12 months worth of clients to keep your diary filled. Yeah. So these people on Instagram that are like fully booked for the next 3 months, I'm like, girl, how?
Yeah.
Where have you found?
Well, the only way you'd be fully booked is if you only have a small amount of time actually working.
Yeah. Because if you're working full time,
depends how much you work.
Yeah.
Because if you're only doing a day, then you can be fully booked.
Yeah.
So and that is a marketing technique to use scarcity. So we all know that. Yeah. So I see through the lies. I don't believe anything on Botox. Botox on the brain. I don't believe anything on Instagram. Unfortunately, I'm like,
I try and like. I was actually having. It's funny you say that because I was having like a confidence crisis day today. I am the worst for seeing someone on Instagram being like, "Oh, I'm fully booked, whatever," and then I'm like, "Oh,
comparison is the killer of joy."
Oh my god! Then I'm going through my own diary and I'm like, "Oh no!" But then I have to remind myself, bills are getting paid. I'm turning up. I'm doing everything that I should be doing.
Yeah.
Just take a breather.
Yeah.
You are who you think you are.
So I like to go to like business networking and stuff like that. I go with my friend. I absolutely love it. I like knowledge is power, right? And we are business women.
Yes.
So
believe it or not.
Yes. So basically there's I've forgotten what I was going to say now. I got too distracted with that. I was like, business woman.
You're saying you like to go to networking events.
Yeah, what did you say before?
I said about having a confidence crisis because someone was fully booked, and then I was like, oh, I'm not fully booked.
Okay, yeah. So there's basically what they explain in the business. So if you're not fully booked this moment, were you active on all your social media, keeping up on your marketing? Are you constantly doing all those things, or did you do it at some point, then you got really booked, and then you lean back, and then you've got all your clients, and then you've done them, and then you're like, oh wait, hang on, where have they gone? Because you've stopped pushing the marketing, you've stopped pushing the sales and stuff in.
This is literally me.
So it's very common, and a lot of people do it. This is just part of.
Or I go on holiday.
Yeah.
And then I have to recover from
going
on holiday because you've had a week of like not being active. Yeah. And I find as well just trying to like be on stories, even if I haven't necessarily posted anything. I'll try and like, okay, well let me just be present on Instagram,
show up.
Just show up.
Just to remind you, it's a small tap. So basically, if I feel like nothing is coming to me in that moment, if I actually look about what I've done, I probably was more active and posted, and I was I emailed clients, I was on top of it all, and then because they all came in and I did them, I'm like, oh okay, I'm not continuing that, so I keep coming back and not putting my foot on the gas constantly.
Yes, I know what you mean.
And then I basically just being more scheduled on posts, emails, touching in with clients, that sort of thing, and just like bringing back old clients, like all of the marketing strategies you have, is just keeping that either scheduled and contented, and making sure that once a week, every 2 weeks, that you're continuously doing those things, so you're always in the same flow, so it just rotates like that, so then you always are doing the most you can to get clients.
Did you ever have a social media person, marketer, or did you do it yourself?
No, so I have had them, but they were absolutely rubbish, so I ended up doing it myself. So I didn't like them. It wasn't helpful to me because I could do everything myself.
Because I had one and they were really, really good.
Okay.
But then I was starting to think, like, I'm paying them all this money, and I feel like I had them for maybe like 3 years, for a long time, like 3 years, the same one. And then I just started to notice, like, when I actually, because I was so used to them doing everything, I think they took a holiday or something, and then that meant I had to do it for myself for a week. Yeah. And when I actually looked into like my analytics and things, I was thinking like, oh look, the 1 week I've been doing it myself, everything's gone up, and I feel like it's
because it's more authentic.
I feel like it got a bit stagnant, and I looked at actually I haven't actually grown in followers really that much. Like, I was checking my followers, it's really bad. I need to stop doing it.
Yeah, it's
I went down like 5 the other day, and I was like, no.
They come, they go. It's a very interesting one. The reality of it is, the fact is, you're not just an aesthetic practitioner, you're a social media manager, whether you like it or not. Because that's how, basically, you take the social out of it and it's just marketing. It's marketing media. That's all you need to worry about. There's no social anymore. It's not about that. You're just marketing your business, and it's free marketing. So that's the way you just got to see it. This is free marketing. All I have to do is either follow someone else's trend, put up something of my own, and that's it. And if you have it all scheduled, you spend 1 day a week doing the content, filming everything for that in 2 hours, or scheduling whatever you need, and then put them up so they go up every couple of days. It's doing it on its own. You don't have to think about it till the next time you do it. Yeah. It's the same with, like, obviously you have to do your own books, you have to do your own, you can get an accountant, but you still have to do like the basics of everything. But you have to put that in. It's like a plan to fail as a fail to plan as a plan.
Failure to plan is a plan doomed to fail, or something like that.
All right, we've covered glow, trauma, and DIY, and that's the full Tea Tox bingo card.
And if you're interested in having a Korean Botox facial or a Korean Vtox facial, because there's a Vtox as well, which is like a mask thing, it's good. Drop me a DM. Shrewsbury and Willenor, which is like Wolverhampton way. So.
What's your Instagram tag?
At Derma Queen Aesthetics.
So if you've got any stories, disaster, or glow up wins, send them at send them to at send them to at enchanted_aesthetics_beauty or at
Derma Queen Aesthetics.
For listening, guys, don't forget to share. What was that? Share.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. That's right. To share and to keep glowing.
Keep glowing, guys.
Whatever. You'll be all right. You don't need me. Bye for now, guys. See you next time on Tea and Tox.